Alright, Department of Transportation Pipeline Hazard Material Safety Administration docket number PHMSA 2012-0176 Pipeline Safety Inspection Protection Pipeline Facilities After Railway Incident Accidents. Agency Pipeline Hazard Material Safety Administration and DOT Agency Notice for the issues of the Advance Advisory Bulletin. Summary: the PHMA issued the advisory bulletin of the pipeline owner of the operator of the circumstance of the Terryvale, Illinois derailment, reminded them of the importance of ensuring that the pipeline facility have not been damaged either during the railroad accident or either event occurring in the right of way. Further advisory bulletin reminds pipeline owners, operators, of the importance of providing pertinent information. Rail operative emergency response official during the incident. The information should include present depth and location from the pipeline so that the movement of heavy equipment, debris of the right of way does not damage the rupture of the pipeline or otherwise propose a hazard to the people working in or around the accident location. Advisory also encourages pipeline owners and operators to inform rail operators and emergency response officials for the benefit of using 811 call before you dig program to identify and notifying underground utilities that incidents has occurred in the vicinity of the buried in facility. Further information, contact David Abelbaum. Abelbaum phone 202-366-1419. Email david@abelbaum.gov. Information at phmsa.gov. Supplementary information background. On Friday, June 19, 2009, approximately 8:36 CST, with the Canadian National Railway Company freight train U7069-118 traveling eastbound at 36 mile an hour derailed at a highway railway crossing at Cherry Valley, Illinois. Train consisted of the two locomotives with 114 cars, the 19 of which were derailed. All derailed cars were tank cars carrying denatured fuel, ethanol, flammable liquid. 13 of these derailed tank cars were breached and the lost product of the caught fire. At the time of the derailment, several motor vehicles were stopped on either side of the grade crossing waiting for the train to pass. As a result of the fire erupted after the derailment, passengers and one of the stopped cars was fatally injured. For the two passengers in the same car received a serious injury. 5 occupants in the other cars waiting at the highway rail crossing were injured. 2 responding firefighters also sustained minor injuries. The release of the ethanol resulting in fire prompted a mandatory evacuation of about 600 residents within a half-mile radius of the accident site. With the National Transportation Safety Board determined that the probable cause of the accident was washout of the track structure that was discovered about 1 hour before the train's arrival. The Canadian National failure to notify the train crew with the knowing washout time to stop the train because of the inaccuracy of the Canadian National emergency communication procedures. At this time of the derailment was 12-inch diameter underground natural gas transmission line. Prior pipeline operated Nicor Gas. The pipeline was exceed federal standards of the protective ground covered, yet the wreckage was removed from the above pipeline. The nuclear crew that discovered the rail car wheel axle assembled and had impinged on the pipeline. Although the pipeline was buried about 11 feet deep and protected with a 16-inch diameter casing, the rail car wheels impacted severely and dented the pipeline. The impact caused a severe flattening of the pipe casing with a sharp angular bends to 2 locations where it was contacted with the rail car wheel. Some of the degree of the deformation, 16 casting pipe, likely caused similar damage with the 12-inch carrier pipe. The National Transportation Safety Board concluded that had the gas pipeline been installed at a railroad crossing with a minimum level ground cover permitted by the current federal and industrial pipeline construction standards, it would likely have failed, the result being struck by derailed equipment in this accident. The Advisory Bulletin 2012-08 owners and operators of hazardous liquid cast line pipeline system subject inspection protection pipeline facilities after right-of-way accident. Advisor further enhanced the Department of Safety efforts. PHMSA issuing advisory bulletin as a reminder: pipeline operators appropriately inspect, protect pipeline facilities following railroad accident that occurs in pipeline right of ways, as illustrated in June 19, 2009, Cherry Valley, Illinois train derailment. Buried pipelines are susceptible to damage even when the depth of the cover protection exceeds the minimum federal requirement. Pipeline owners and operators should inspect their facilities following railroad accidents or other significant events occurring with the right of way to ensure the pipeline integrity. Also, during response operation, pipeline owners or operators need to inform rail operators in emergency response. All for the presence of the depth of the location pipeline so that the movement of the heavy equipment on the right of way does not damage the rupture of the pipeline, otherwise pose for the hazardous people working in or around the accident location. Additional PHMSA encourages pipeline owners and operators as part of the other public awareness program to inform rail operators, emergency rail response officials, and the benefits of the using 811 811 call before you dig program identify to notify underground utilities incidents that has occurred in any of their buried facilities. Limited adultery, deputy associate administrator of the policy and programs. Let's see, I think I have one more about that. Like, I'll come